All right, I guess we're live.
We're back. It's been a
The
minute.
quality ain't bad though, right?
No, this is perfect. First time on the stream, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
this is the first time I should be on the phone and just try it out. You know what I mean? Well, we not that we tried it out, but for some reason my fucking computer ain't is fucking up. Whatever. But we figured it out. We're here. We haven't done what a pod in like a week.
2 weeks.
A week?
2 weeks, I think.
No, we did it at your house.
Oh yeah.
Then we
yeah,
skipped.
yeah,
We skipped a week.
Yeah.
Then went at your house.
Yeah.
And then skipped a week, and then now we're doing this one.
Okay.
But yeah, man, we're here in the building talking about some. There's always something going on every week, man. Like you really can't like. There's really not a week of a show that you're like, what are we talking about?
Yeah.
We have like fucking mad shit. Well, I'm using my phone. You gotta bring up the topics.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Before you get into that though, how was your week?
It was a pretty fun week. I had work. They were kids, doing the shit. Their basketball tryouts have started, so it's kind of like funny seeing like all these kids try out for. And I'm like, I know the ones who are gonna make it. You know the ones that aren't gonna make it.
Mm-hmm.
But the good thing about it is they actually have cuts, so
Oh yeah,
not everyone can make it. So it's actually kind of
those character.
It's so fun to see.
Hit the gym. You ain't make it. Hit the gym.
It's so fun to see kids not overreact if they
Yeah.
get cut. There's still those spoiled kids who are like,
Yeah.
"Oh, my dad played here, and I should." It's like, no one cares.
Yeah.
Go away. But
It has to do too. Like even as a parent, my son's like heavy into basketball.
Mhm.
The parent has to be the one to be like, I guess because when we grew up, we played all the time.
Yes.
Like kids don't play all the time.
No.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
like my son plays every day after school, right?
There you
But then
go.
on Saturday, usually when I'm with them, we hit the park
Mhm.
and I work on shit. So he's joining a team, and
What you need to do.
they're coming now. But we went to the thing. They're doing 1-on-1 drills, right?
Okay.
So my son has a step back, and he has a move where he goes to the right, and then he like hook shots it.
Okay.
It looks like it's gonna be off, but it goes in.
Okay, that's good.
So he did that a couple of times, getting the kids, but he has 2 moves. So the kids started swatting shit.
Yeah.
So he wasn't scoring no more. So I'm like, bro,
Yeah,
you need to work on your left,
Mm-hmm.
because at least make them believe you're gonna go to your left, and then use your 2 best moves.
Yep.
Now it opens you up. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, let's go to the park and just do your. I said, I want you to give me 25 made layups with your left hand.
Yep.
So he's missing. He said, "Oh, it's 25." I said, "No, 25 made layups."
Yeah,
so you're gonna
yeah,
keep
yeah.
going till you make
To
25.
Yep.
So he's both. We were there for half hour just to him make 25, right?
You gotta do that.
So we get to the now they pick the teams, right?
Yep.
So the coach goes, "All right, I'm gonna see like who could bring like it's 1-on-1, but you're gonna press him, and he's gonna run for like full court,
Okay.
right?" So my son they said, "Okay, blew the whistle." My son ran straight on the court with his left, laid it up with his left.
There you go.
I'm like, there you go.
Mhm.
So I told him, he said, "You saw that left hand layup I made?" I said, "See, look at that."
You
Me
get to
telling
work on
you, look, came to fruition. So then even this practice we went, and the players, the coach was like, "All right, left hand from the right side." So they had, just go around, left hand, right. He said, "All right, from the left side, only one of the kid can make a left hand layup." My son's making them. Boom, boom.
You gotta work on your
Boom.
craft.
I'm like, bro, you know what it is? Like, there's some kids who got mad talent out there.
Yeah.
But it also, as a parent, it's up to you.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? To help some dudes, like, back in the day, I'm sure
Yeah.
they had no parent.
No.
Dad ain't home.
They
Mom was
gotta
always
on
at work.
themselves, yeah.
They at the park,
Yep.
working it on themselves.
Mhm.
But, it's easier on your kid if you're the one, like, all right, let's go to the park. Oh, let's, say, I watch the games with him. Yo, make sure, look what he's doing. Look what he's doing.
Pick up everything.
Shit like that. So, but I mean, hey, some kids do it on their own, you know what I mean? But those are the rare ones.
Yeah.
I guess those are the Jordans and
those
are the LeBrons.
Yeah,
LeBron didn't have a dad,
yeah,
so
yeah.
they go to the park. It was super hard.
Yeah.
I take my son to the park for like an hour and a half. LeBron probably in the park 5 hours by himself.
By himself, there when no one's there. Yo, just shooting around.
Where's my dad? Fuck my dad.
Yo,
fuck my dad.
I gotta make it out. I gotta make it out of Akron. I gotta make it out of Akron.
This is a different type of hunger.
Yeah, man, you poor, and He's like, Mom taking care. But I love it too, because like remember. Like they have to go on the list and look to see if their name made it. Like they have that. I'm like, yo, that's so old school. So it's actually really, really fun to see. Like it kind of gives you a boost because it's like, damn, I remember being there playing sports and like looking to see if I made it, physicals and all that type of stuff. It's fun. I got one of my kids to join the weightlifting club. Listen, when you see freshmen work out, you're just like, yo, just go home, practice at home because this ain't it for you.
You gotta learn though. You gotta learn.
So anyway,
first
topic.
Fuck these kids, right?
I say this all the time. You have no idea. Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul.
So Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul went down. What last week? Last week.
Paul won, of course.
Fucking. They were at Jerry's World. All the celebrities came out, hoping to see the old Mike Tyson. Is the glimmer of our childhood. It would just show up for a second, you know what I mean? And unfortunately, we didn't get that.
No. He got $20 million. You were gonna get the Mike Tyson that you thought you were gonna get. I'm not mad at him because I think about it. I'm like, why he gonna make $20 million from? I get, but then everyone's like, oh, the other boxers mad. I'm like, they're mad about their sport being, but they're also mad they didn't get that. They didn't get the call to do it. So I'm like,
so he got $20 million. He used to have his own podcast, but he did an interview with Mason Camby, and they were asking him about the podcast. He was like, I just didn't want to do it no more. I mean, Tyson's type of guy that's been in the spotlight at 17, 16 years old. You know what I'm saying? Still the youngest heavyweight champion ever of all time. Is he youngest champion or youngest heavyweight?
I think it's heavyweight champion.
So youngest heavyweight champion. So when you're that famous, it's also like the Michael Jackson thing. Like when you're famous from 13, 12, 8 years old, you're at a young age, bro. You know, Mike Jackson didn't get to live till he was Tyson's age. Yeah. But you get to a point where like, I'm tired of being on camera, bro. I had cameras in my face for fucking 40 fucking years. Like, I'm fucking done. Yeah. I'm tired of being scrutinized and blah blah blah, all this shit. And you can even go back into that interview with the little girl. Yes. Is a fuck legacy. Yeah. And like, if you look at that now after the fight, it wasn't a prerequisite. Yes. Because he was like, I'm not even gonna bang out with this dude. No. I'm gonna go in there and get my $20 million. And they gonna hurt my name.
It doesn't hurt your legacy. It don't hurt nothing. Like that's why people are like, oh, I'm like, he didn't hurt his legacy, guys. Like they probably went over there like, hey, Tyson, you can't punch through. If you hit me, it gotta be like a little jab. We gonna go 8 rounds. That's like, why are you guys upset about this? The man got $20 million. Tyson got back. So like that's the happiest.
The thing to me though, watching the fight, like I know people. I mean, I haven't seen the contract, but like. Cam Mace had Michael Irvin on. And Michael Irvin said that he was there, and he didn't say who he asked, but he said he asked around because he's like, yo, he had a point. They're good training videos. Yep. Mike Tyson's going, knocking the gloves off the motherfucker, like, he gets in there. Wildin'. You didn't do that once? Yeah. You didn't just go, sit. Nah, like, just one time.
Not ready for that.
He did it once.
Yep.
And I think that he stood in the ring, you know, I guess the contract said he had to go past the 6th round. Yeah. And you still had to move around and he looked old. Yeah. He got tired.
Yeah.
Which is what we all said. Like, you're facing a 20-year-old, you know, like, really, if Jake wanted to lay his ass out, he would have. He could have. But I guess the contract said Mike could have hurt him, and then Jake Paul ain't gonna hurt him because Mike can't hurt him. Yep. He had too much respect for Mike. To do that,
and that's one thing I know these contracts go at this person played this person, and I'm like, guys, you gotta understand they rehearse a lot of this stuff in these contracts. That's what they put in the contract. Like, hey, don't go too crazy, because you could see there was a point where Tyson hit him, and I think he was like saying like, yo, just gotta chill a little bit. It's a sport, man. Like, think about it. Now, how much money Tyson getting for all the endorsements? AT&T Center, all we're just thinking about $20 million. We're not thinking about everything else that came along.
But to me, that fight looked like he wanted $20 million, and just like, all right, I'm good. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to do no more interviews. I don't want no more podcast deals. I don't want an AT&T deal. Maybe he'll keep doing the weed shit. That's what his passion is.
I think he just wants to go on a weed farm and just live his life.
Live on a weed farm and fucking get his 20 mil and just leave me the fuck alone, bro.
I think he'll be happy with all the other money that came in because it was like it broke a lot of records and like a lot of streaming deals and stuff like that because it was on Netflix too. So like all that money that Netflix about to give you, so it's like you gotta go put it.
And this was on Netflix side, this was more of a let's see how our stream works. Like let's see how much we can handle. Let's get the biggest spectacle we could find. And the stream was lagging. So now you're gonna get WWE, you're getting all their fucking shit. You have to live stream those shits. Yeah. Then you get football games.
Oh. Yeah.
Like stream football game. You can't have that lag in the football game or
it's this week too. Like you can't
have a lag at WrestleMania. Nope. You can't do that. You can't do that. Pure will storm Netflix building with tiki torches. Yeah, man. Like, what the motherfuckers had? They didn't have tiki torches. They had the fucking the mosquito.
Oh no, they're not getting that. Peacock has that. Peacock has it for a little bit.
Yeah,
Peacock, but they get raw and stuff.
But I'm saying though, what they had that time, the Trump mob, they had the mosquito torches. Oh, God, like you need a real mob. You need a real torch. You get the gasoline and an old T-shirt, man. Fuck wrong with y'all? No. God. But I thought they were doing something with the mosquito lights.
Dumb.
Hey, they didn't get bit though. they didn't get bit. They had all the torches.
That's all they care for. That's all they care for. They didn't get bit. Come on, man.
No, but yeah, man, we were finessed.
Listen, man, we were finessed because that fight wasn't worth the wait. Yeah. It wasn't. But at the end of the day, I'm happy I'm happy Mike Tyson got his money. Now he can probably go do his own thing. Jake Paul, we'll see where he goes from here.
He got another fucking story to his mansion.
Yeah, like that's what it's all about.
Yeah, cop him a snow leopard or something, put it in his backyard.
Oh, and I heard him on his podcast. He's like he wants to go with his brother to be like a manager in WWE. I was like, yo, bro, if that's what you want to do, go do that. But
you know what? Let's give Jake Paul some credit. You know what I'm saying? He came from a child star to a YouTube star. A lot of people still look at him as a joke. Yep. But listen, with MVP promotions, Tyson and even Teofimo Lopez were on Cam and Mason. They were talking about how corrupt boxing is. Yep. And that most of the time they don't get their back end until months, years later. It's like, bro, me booking somebody like, yo, Jadakiss, how much is your asking price? 50,000. All right, I got 25,000 for you up front. Here you go. The show's over. Yo, what's 25,000 at? I ain't got it. Yo, you made the tickets? What's up? The pay-per-view, all this shit, all this shit. I had to pay the pay-per-view. I had to pay the promoter. I had to pay the fucking venue. I had to pay for it. I ain't got it right now. You know what? I'll have that you in a year or two. That's insane, bro. And these guys are putting that body on the line. They're putting, you know what I'm saying? So, Jake Paul, there's no arguing. Tyson got his front end and his back end.
So, that's those type of things. I love hearing that type of shit. Because boxing, it has a history.
Make for the Jake Paul you want, but he's paying these fighters. Yep. No one's complaining, but they're not getting paid. Yep. And he's managing the girl. The girl's good. The Spanish chick. Yeah. I forgot her name. That was a good-ass fight, even though the bitch is headbutting like crazy. So we got that. The two Mexicans, they banged out. So Jake got a little going on there with the boxing thing. And, hey, this could, now thinking about it, he could have used all this, him fighting all those UFC fighters and Tyson, to spark his own boxing promotion thing. Yeah. Now he's going to get approved, baby. Yeah. And now he got like 6 set of boxes under his fucking tutelage.
I think that's the goal for him. I'm not. You're probably right. I think that's what he's looking at. He's like, yo, let's see how this Netflix thing works out. Let's see how this works. Now it worked out. People are happy. No one's complaining. Yeah, that might be the next way for him. And
now you can stack your bread up. So now after all these events, right? He paid everybody out. He made his money. Yep. Guess what? Now you have $300 million in the bank. Yep. $200 million. Guess what? Now I don't gotta worry about getting your back end. Nope. Because I got $300 million in the bank. Yep. This is out of my pocket because I know in the end, I didn't recoup all my money right now, but I know in a year with clips and he's a smart dude. Yeah. He can sell clips of this and make a deal with Netflix, make a deal with Peacock, make a deal. He make a $80 million deal and all this shit, and make sure he recoups that money back somehow.
that's the way you have to go. And the thing that can even help him, like, even if he can't get those boxers, if he asks them to tell people, they'll be like, they'll ask like, hey, does he pay out? You know, yeah, they pay out. Now you've built up good word with the people. Yeah. Now you have a good reputation. Now people want to come work for you. Yeah. I think that's what a lot of people aren't getting. And shout out to Jake Paul and Logan Paul. Yeah, they come, but they are really good at what they do. I've watched Logan Paul and WWE.
It's the same thing we go with Joe Budden and even like others. Like I stream battle rap. There's guys that are like, you know, way ahead of the game because they started it.
Yes.
Joe Budden was doing his podcast on fucking SoundCloud.
Yeah, I remember.
And back in 2010. So his podcast is still up there because guess what? He went through a trial tribulations way earlier than a lot of other people did. So he's ahead of the game. Maybe he got sponsorships before everybody. Maybe he got relationships before everybody because he started it. So Jake Paul, Logan Paul, now that if you see, I'm seeing interviews with Skip Bayless and he's talking about, yo, bro, the linear, how does he say it? Linear television, that's how you say it? Or linear. Linear television is falling apart. And Skip was saying, bro, like, just in general, like, that's why ESPN is going, yo, let's get Stephen A. Yo, let's get Pat McAfee. They just bought Inside the NBA. They're trying to get as much as possible because linear TV is losing ratings. So now that we see football now going on Netflix, football now on Amazon,
cutting the cord,
you may look at 10 years from now, everything's on a streaming platform. You're not going to be getting fucking the Giants game and these games at 2 o'clock, channel 2 and 5. Hey, guess what? Why would you? If you could get fucking NFL ticket and not pay your cable company, one time a year you pay $600. And you get all the fucking games. And then you add up all your streaming services. Or these motherfuckers are even now using broken Fire Sticks. Not even getting cable. And just streaming it off their fucking shit. So now shit is moving off linear TV, is moving to a streaming kind of thing. Guess who's ahead of the game? Jake Paul and Logan Paul. They've been streaming since they were fucking 15 fucking years old. Their subscribers are through the fucking roof. Their Instagram followers, their YouTube subscribers, their fucking Twitter followers are through the fucking roof.
I remember hearing about.
So now they're gonna go to boxing, and he wants to go to UFC. So they'll go to WWE. Now you got all these guys underneath you. And not only are you making money off these guys underneath you, you're doing the right thing. You're making sure they get paid. You're making sure they have insurance. You're making sure they have a pension when they retire.
That's what
you're making sure they have all this shit going.
That's what you need to do. And if you go to WWE and you'll see they have TKO, whatever, they'll be willing to work with you because that's what they're doing with them now. Cross promotions, all great. It's great for everyone. It really is. And I'm happy
that's why it helped. We were talking about it before. I'm sorry to cut you off.
No, go ahead.
But real quick. We're talking about Triple H embracing that.
Yeah, you saw him. He was on, who was it, Travis Scott? You saw him on Travis Scott thing. That's what you got to do. It's a good look.
If these hip hop stars and this is I don't know if WWE is racist, which I don't think they are, but that's what this man was like. If you're not white, you're fired.
This man was in the old days. I was like, bro,
what was that skit? He's like, if you're not white, you're fired. Mark Henry.
I was like, bro, we talked to him, but now, like, but you see, that's how I know.
So a lot of those African American stars weren't really involved in the WWE. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you had Floyd, you had Mike Tyson. You had a couple guys that broke the barrier, so you put them there. Now you have Kai Cenat, you have all these African Americans that are running, just Travis Scott, that are running streaming world, the streaming world.
Speed was on a WrestleMania a couple of years ago. You see, like that's what you
have to bring them in because they're the stars. They're the future stars,
and they have a fan base that you're trying to reach out to anyway. If they're on your show now, you get their fans to watch. Oh, no, he was on there. He took RKO from Randy Orton. What is he? That's what you got to do, and I'm happy they're in it. So we'll see where it goes from here. But you know, moving on, we got to talk about this dumb fire of a team, the Jets. They fired Joe Douglas.
They suck. Next topic.
And is Woody Johnson the worst owner in NFL? I would say the thing that's wrong with the Jets is the same thing that's wrong with the Cowboys. You have an owner who wants to do too much. And I'm seeing a lot of parallels between the owners where it's like they just make sudden moves. It's like, yo, you gotta relax.
When did Woody Johnson buy the team?
Oof,
or his family?
Because, you know.
When did he buy the team and become owner?
I mean, we're doing this live, people.
Yeah.
Only 2000.
2000.
2000, yeah.
So he purchased the Jets in 2000. Now I'm gonna go off this right here, right? Look at teams like Ravens, Giants, numerous teams, Bengals. These guys have owned their teams from when their grandfather had it in 1940, 1930. Okay, they're groomed to try and run the NFL team.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? You know what to look for when you hire a GM. You know what to look for when you're hiring a coach. All that matters. Mm-hmm. And you see in the offseason thing with the Giants, which I think that's dope, the Hard Knocks starting to do that now. Mm-hmm. It makes you look into the offseason work these teams are doing. Yep. And you see Joe Shane in the room, and the owner kept coming down to him.
Yeah.
What we're doing with Saquon. What we're doing with this. Mm-hmm. And he will be briefed real shortly because he's so involved in the team. He knows the lingo.
Yeah.
He knows what's going on.
Yeah.
Woody Johnson had this team since 2000. You have no fucking clue.
Nope.
Obviously, you don't.
Nope.
You haven't hired a competent GM.
Nope.
You haven't hired a competent coach.
Nope.
Maybe closest you had was Rex Ryan.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? You haven't hired a competent GM. Nothing.
Yep.
Your marketing is terrible.
Mm-hmm.
Everything you do is terrible. And I understand it's hard for teams like the Mets and the Jets and the Nets because you got the Knicks, Yankees, and the Giants. You know what I'm saying? I totally get it. But you have to look at what the owner of the Clippers is doing. Would you ever outshine LA? No. But you got to fucking try.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He built that stadium to be some.
So you see him in there with the yellow hat and do. But no, not sorry to cut you off. Yeah. But I would probably say he's the worst because I'll give Jerry Jones this. The Dallas Cowboys are still marketable the way the Jets aren't. So I might have to put Woody Johnson down because at least Jerry Jones knows, like, yo, it's America's team. We still want to get watched. Whether we're 4-12 or 12-4, everyone's still gonna watch. Where, listen, if Jets aren't good, you ain't watching the Jets. It don't matter. It don't matter how you're not watching the Jets. And now it's looking like Aaron Rodgers wants to leave. And I'm like, bro, you came here to disrupt this team, and then you're gonna leave. But I've never really.
He's done. No one's gonna want him. No one's gonna want him. Who's gonna want him after what you just did? After what you just did, bro, you got. What was your beef with Robert Saleh? Like, bro, literally last year the Jets were better.
Yeah,
with Zach Wilson.
Say it again.
They were better with Zach fucking Wilson. Yo, bro, Breece Hall has totally phased out the game. Yeah. Breece Hall is a fucking beast.
Yep.
You gotta be complimentary. He wanted to come in and run the Packers offense and run it like he wants to run it. Bro, you should have came in there and said, listen, I'm throwing 20 times a game. Mm-hmm. Brandon Allen's good.
Yep.
Yo, we got two big-ass, strong-ass, fast-ass running backs. We got Garrett Wilson. What if in the middle of the season you still would have got Devontae?
Yep.
You would have had Devontae, Garrett Wilson with those two running backs. All you got to do is throw 20 times a game. Yo, throw 10 times to Garrett Wilson, throw 10 times to Devontae Adams, and call it a fucking night, bro.
They can't do that.
No.
Their run game was pretty much non-existent.
He's throwing the ball 30, 40 times.
I'm like, why? He's not running around. 40. Yo. And I think this is what, once again, Woody Johnson, you're getting caught up on the name. You're like, oh, it's Aaron Rodgers. But everyone's like, should have told you, yo, he's older. He can't do everything as much. Because I watch him play. I'm like, he's not even mobile. Like, he's become a statue of a quarterback.
He's old. That is a kid.
Yeah. So it's like he's coming off of surgery. And it's like, yo. But see, like we always say this. When you're desperate for stars, you go for anything. And that's what happened now. Now you brought Devontae Adams. You have to pay him. You got 3 wins.
Yeah. And then what are you going to do? You're going to have Devontae with Jared Wilson with no quarterback next year?
And so, Devontae, you left the team for what? You came here, and Ron's about to leave. The guy, you remember, he's in the background, he's about to leave. So, yeah, this is all on Woody Johnson. Woody Johnson has to take on, but see, those type of owners.
If I was Devontae, I would smack the shit out of Aaron Rodgers right now, bro. You really brought me here for this bullshit, bro. You really brought me here for this bullshit, bro. And this is all your fault. You got the GM fired, the coach fired. You got your man OC demoted.
Yo, he can't even touch a playbook. They were like, yo, you're so bad, you can't touch a playbook. My God. And they got the rah-rah coach, and that rah-rah shit didn't work, bro. The Colts were better than them from start to finish last game.
It was a mistake firing Robert Saleh. You should have. Once everybody started acting like a fool in the beginning of the season, they did it with Hassan Reddick. They fined him. They all this shit. You should have been like, listen, bro. Robert Saleh, right there, you clipped his balls.
Yep.
Because he should have been like, you got to be at training camp, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I don't want to be at training camp, bro. Every day you're not at training camp, you're fucking fine.
Yep.
And I would have went out and got another quarterback. Yep. I would have went out. Bro, it was Matt quarterback. You could have got Sam Darnold. You could have got anybody else.
Joe Flacco was available.
Joe Flacco. You could have got anybody. And say, you know what? If you ain't showing up, let's get somebody. Let's go. Pick up this guy. If he don't show up, we have this motherfucker.
But this is what happens once again when the owner is so derived of success. You're willing to put up with shit. Like the minute I saw once Robert Saleh tried to hug him and Aaron Rodgers, I was like, it's over. It's over. That and then Woody was just like, oh, I went over to Aaron Rodgers' house just to discuss it. We didn't talk about Robert Saleh. No one believed that shit. Like I was like, guys, come on. Like we get it. Like don't lie to us in our face. Yeah. Like so.
It's a fire dumpster over there. I think that it's a wrap for the Jets. They made a mistake listening to Aaron Rodgers,
and then he's gonna leave you.
It's a wrap, bro. It's like we'll be here for it's insane. But just to finish off this topic because it's a fucking shitty topic.
It's about to get shittier. So
just to get this topic, just the last thing, man. That's what I think it is. Woody Johnson hasn't owned the team long enough, he wasn't groomed into it.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like he doesn't know. He doesn't fucking know. And you're hiring the wrong people.
Yep.
I don't know. He's to figure this shit out.
And owners, stop getting in the way. You don't know football the way you do. Let the people who know it and do the scouts, let them do their jobs. But anyway, moving on from one dumpster fire team in New York to the other dumpster fire team in New York. Your team, the Giants, let go of Danny Dimes. Daniel Jones and the Giants came to
Tommy Cutlets. Hey, Tommy DeVito. Hey, fucking Tommy, the guy from fucking Piscataway? He's on the fucking Giants now. He's a fucking stud.
Yo,
give me the gabagoo.
Yo, when I tell you, I went to the Giants Patriots game last year, and DeVito was playing. Yeah, DeVito was playing. When I tell you it was...
it's a circus now.
Yo, that game against the Packers, that Monday night game last year where DeVito won, I think it was like his first start. Bro, if I had to hear chicken cutlets one more fucking time from any Italian person, I'm going to smack shit out of them. It made no... Everyone's like, oh, he's good. I'm like, guys, he is a backup.
Yeah.
He's those quarterbacks. Yeah, he's a traveling quarterback. Yeah. He's those because he's not. They're not gonna pay him to be a starter. Yeah. Then he's just. But
they faced the Cowboys after that and got fucking annihilated. But yeah, man, Daniel Jones, he's gone.
Yeah, I want to ask you how you feel about Daniel Jones being released.
Well, when he first got drafted, Daniel Jones, it was a what? Like, why that high? You know what I'm saying? No one had him that high. They liked him because he was Eli Manning-ish as far as his demeanor.
Okay, I see that.
They liked that he was very cordial, nice guy. The media ain't gonna rattle him.
Yeah, so it's like
they like that about him.
You can trust him not to say anything. Yeah,
he went to the Manning camp. Eli fucking gave him like the pass, like he's good. And he had some good moments at times. What did you give Daniel Jones? He was fast for quarterback. He had a couple good runs.
I remember he fell.
Yeah.
That started
the 1 year they had good. They beat the Vikings in the first round.
I was gonna say that was probably the peak of his time in the Giants, but that was also once again why you should have paid Saquon because that team's not good without he had the system. He had to hand off to
the system was more ran around Saquon.
Yeah. And once you took Saquon away from him, you left him out to dry. So I kind of.
But Joe Shane said that in the offseason Hard Knocks, they're like, yeah, we're taking Saquon. He said, bro, listen, we're paying this guy $40 million a year. It's time to man up, bro. Why am I going to be paying you $40 million and I got to pay this running back $16, $17 million because you can't fucking throw the ball? You man up. Guess what? He was show and prove, and he didn't show and prove.
No.
And the thing to me is that the writer wasn't even on the wall on an episode of Hard Knocks. They were like, "Oh, are you looking for Malik Neighbors or Robert Dunze?" The other discussing the wide receivers, and Dable was when I was like, "I'll trade up for Jan Daniels," and they were like, "You would?" He was like, "If the Commanders want to get off that pick, I'll do it." And he was like, "Okay." They called Commanders like, "No, we're drafting Jan Daniels. We're not moving from that pick." So they were like, because it was already foregone conclusion that Drake May was going. So whatever, and everybody was going. Quarterbacks were going to be gone.
Yep.
So they were like, we ain't moving off our pick. We're taking Jane Daniels. But look, Dable wasn't wrong.
No.
Dable was like, bro, he groomed Josh Allen. You know what I'm saying? So you got to give him one thing. He kind of knows.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I think from the get, he was like, this Daniel Jones guy.
It's not his guy.
He's not his guy. He sucks. But I got to work with him.
Yep.
Because the franchise drafted him, fifth overall? Some shit?
Yep.
6, I think it was 6.
First round. So it's like you gotta put up with it. And I think that's the thing that also hurt. I think Daniel Jones that Dable never really was bought into him. Like you can tell Dable wasn't sold on it. Dable would be like, he'll see some passes, like, but bro, he got promoted to 4th string. I was playing safety in practice. I'm like, damn.
Yeah.
Way to rub his face in it. Like, bro, we don't even want you touching the football. You go out there, you defend passes, bro. I'm like,
you can't even throw the practice squad.
They not giving you the practice squad. No, bro. That's for who's that? Drew Lock. No, Drew
Yeah.
Lock. You take second team. Damn, you go play safety right there. I'm like, damn. And but they
wanted the janitor.
Yo.
You gotta clean out toilets, bitch.
And I knew it was over after the London game. I was like, you can't lose to the Panthers like that. And it was just like, the thing about Daniel was like, he would never be bad, but he wouldn't make the team better. And if anything, he'd make you guys worse. Like he put you, because I was watching play Panthers, like, bro, why would you throw an interception? That wasn't there. So, and I think his confidence was shot. Giants fans didn't believe in him. I know a lot of Giants fans didn't believe in him. But
where's he going now, yo? You know what's crazy? I was thinking, but he has to clear waivers. I'm like, yo, Purdy's hurt right now. What if the Niners get this motherfucker, bro?
Oh God,
for
Kyle Shanahan to prove that he's the offensive genius that he is.
Because listen, you know what's really Shanahan's offense is if he had a quarterback to run an RPO with.
Yeah.
Because he's really the Niners are always a number one running team. Because they run Debo, they run McCaffrey, and they have a good running scheme.
It will help him.
So it will help them if they RPO with him. And listen, throw like Purdy. Throw 20 times a game. Listen, just get it in their hands. Because one thing that the Niners always lead every year is Yak.
Yeah.
I know Ayuk's hurt.
Yeah.
But Kittle's a great Yak guy. Debo's a Yak guy.
Yeah.
McCaffrey's a Yak guy.
Yeah.
All them guys are top 10 Yak guys.
You gotta use them. And I do feel like if he goes to a better team, I think he'll fit in better because now you can use his legs. And he doesn't have the best arm, but it's a manageable arm.
Yeah.
Like he's a game manager at the end of the day. So like that's like I would
look with the Vikings did with Sam Darnold.
Exactly.
Look at the Bucks doing out with Baker Mayfield.
Sometimes going to a new place is better for you because I feel like he was beat down in New York. There was nothing he could have done in New York that could have ever gotten him a praise, and he was done.
Julius Randle's him.
Oh my god, jeez!
What's the New York fans are off you, bro? You better win a championship for him to be back. Oh, all right, cool.
There was nothing he could have done. But Giants fans, y'all don't deserve this. Y'all should blame that GM. Another bad GM move, and I think let's see where oh god, I can't believe Tommy DeVito's starting again. And listen, if I have to hear,
they're trying to tank for Shador.
I think you guys should really consider that because I think you guys need a quarterback. And when you don't have a quarterback, you're gonna start reaching for everything. Like if Drew Lock goes in and has 4 games, you're gonna be, oh, Drew Lock's a quarterback. No. Drew Lock is not your quarterback. Yeah. You need to find one. If it's going, go draft. I promise you, it won't hurt you. But I could see you guys taking for Shador because we don't want him. The Patriots don't want him. We like May. No team.
But I think the top 5 right now, I looked at it the other day. It was Giants were 4th. Mm-hmm. Raiders were 3rd.
Well, Raiders might get him.
Jags were 1st.
Yeah, I think the Trevor Lawrence thing.
And second, I forgot who second was. But when they bring up the Giants to the campaign show, and they bring up Shannon Sharp, they vehemently be like, no. And those guys are very close to Dion.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking Dion's already kind of told them, hey, I ain't going to New York.
Yeah. Dion said, he'll Archie Manning it, like where Eli didn't want to go to San Diego. So listen, it's a bad organization. So I kind of understand where Dion's coming from because bad organizations can make your talent go away. Not go away, but you won't hit the ceiling. I don't think
it's a bad organization. I think it's an organization that's very rigid. And if you bring Shador there and Dion,
you're not gonna let them.
They're flashy.
Exactly. You're not gonna let them do what they need to do. Yeah.
So that's why I think he would want to go there. Like he could. Like you go to the Raiders, bro. They're gonna be like, listen, please come here. Yeah. Be flashy.
Yeah.
Bring us money, bro. Do whatever the fuck you gotta do. Because you know one thing, Dion. He goes to Colorado, blows it up. He goes to Jackson State, blows it up. Even if they don't win, he's doubling your money because he's a marketing genius.
Yeah,
he's in tune with the youth.
Yeah,
like on the side in Colorado, everybody's like, "Yo, bro, T.I.'s there. Terrell Owens is there. Offset is there.
Yeah, you got
Warren Sapp
is there.
Rick Ross is there. He makes it a whole thing.
I don't know if you want to go to the Raiders. That's another funky organization too.
It is, but you know what? What Dion could be looking at is, okay, if you don't take me, all right, I want my son to go to a good organization. But in reality, what if I go to a team and run that shit, bro?
Yeah.
And just run it. Bring all my people in.
Yeah.
Bring all my offensive coordinator, my DCs, my linebacker coaches, give all these people jobs and really just say, this is what I want to do. Vegas might just do that.
Yeah.
They might just be like, yo, listen, I don't give a fuck, bro. Just come here and run my shit.
They're desperate, so
you know what I mean? Yeah. So that's an organization that you could do that in.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And they're not gonna hinder you.
Yeah.
If he's there with his AP going like this, they're gonna be like, fuck it.
Yeah, it's the Raiders.
They're selling tickets, let's go. At this point,
it's Vegas too. So
how long they been suffering the Raiders?
Since
they haven't won since Madden, right?
Yeah. Since
or 83 did he won?
Since Madden, yeah. Because I remember though, I think of the last time.
I think he won with Marcus Allen.
Okay.
Did they win with Marcus Allen?
No, because I remember they lost to the Bucks in 2002. So when was the last time?
When was the last time they won a championship? Look that up. I think they won like in 83 or 82. Was it?
Last time they won was 84. Yep.
Yeah, 84.
So you had
a Marcus Allen.
Yeah.
The running back.
Okay. Yeah. So I'm like, the Raiders could be a good place. I don't know if Dion would want, because now that they lost Devontae, it's like, do you want to send him there with no weapons and stuff like that? So, but you can be a guard of fucking Minshew and all those other motherfuckers over there. So I think if he were to go to someone like the Giants, I think he would have to have a lot of input on the Mara family. But like you said, the Mara family's worst thing is they're rigid. They're not. Yeah. They're still stuck in like that old mindset. It's like, bro, you guys
like blue collar.
Yeah, bro. It's not how it works anymore. You have to be willing to change. Like that's what the Rams are doing. That's what the Chiefs are doing. All these teams that are winning aren't winning because they're better than you. They're not rigid. They're willing to be flexible. Look at the Eagles. Look at all those teams that are winning. So we'll see. You know, Daniel Jones. I like the fact that it was mutual. I like the fact that it was just like
he asked for it.
They're like, it's best for you. Yeah. So we're moving on, and another. My God, I feel like all we've been talking about is this team's just doing shit. The 76ers, they'll have the worst record in the NBA. I think they're like 2-11. Now you got team meetings that are leaking out. And see, you said Tyrese Maxey called out Joel Embiid for being late. And I was listening to Gil Arenas, and I was like, they were like, why do you think that's bad? And they were like, because you know the worst thing about it is if he does it, everyone else is going to do it.
Yeah.
Because it's going to be like, oh, Embiid gets to do it. I'm not. I'm going to do it too. But you're losing. Yeah. I'm like, and now the worst thing about it is you brought Paul George here, but this is not Indiana Paul George. I don't even think this is Clippers Paul George.
Yeah, his knees are shot.
His knees are done. And now Maxey's hurt. It's like you have nothing. And now Julius, I don't want to play it too.
They have the rookie though. He's killing it.
He's killing it. But that's a rookie. He shouldn't be leading your team. Like what we always say. I always tell people this about basketball. People are like, "Do you care about draft?" I'm like, no, because in basketball it takes 2 to 3 to maybe 4 years for your rookie to really find his balance in it. Yeah. Some rookies, like Wemby, they're different. But someone like that guy, once the league kind of figures it out, they're gonna slow him down. But Embiid, bro, like you can't do this, man. Like, I love the big guy, but like saying I'm not playing in 2 days, you're just setting a standard for your locker room that you can do anything you want.
Yeah. And what's crazy to me is that this was the same shit he got on Ben Simmons about.
Mm-hmm.
When Ben Simmons wasn't coming, I thought he was hurt. Yo, we can't win like this. Now look, you're doing it.
And you were first person to call him out. Yeah. First person to call him out. And I'm like, Embiid, this is why people. And then I always think about, I'm like, bro, you whined your way to MVP. Whined. Oh, I'm doing all this, but Jokic, and I was like, bro. You're never healthy. You're never this. You just don't. I think he puts in the work, but it's like a lazy man work. Where it's just, I'm just talented. I can come in, I can shoot, and I get.
They say what's wrong with his diet.
His diet's been the worst.
That's what the rumors is.
Yeah.
I don't know what he eats, but they say his diet is fucked up.
I've seen me. He said he eats McDonald's and stuff like that.
And with someone that big, it's a lot of weight on your knees. Because I heard that why Kareem lasted so long, Kareem has a real rigid diet. Mm-hmm. Even if back in the 80s, which that wasn't really big, he had a diet where he could play 20-something years.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And you have to. Like, I don't understand. Like, I mean, it depends on what you want. You know what I mean? Like, it's the same thing that happened, this week when they had CeeDee Lamb and Trayvon Diggs were doing a music video, at this point, after they just got their ass whipped, you know what I mean? And it's like, do these new players really care about their legacy and longevity? And, like, Embiid, you haven't won a championship.
You've never been to Eastern Conference Finals.
He may be cool with the MVP.
Yeah.
Maybe I won MVP, I'm good.
I got my goal.
You know what I'm saying? CeeDee Lamb and Trayvon Diggs, like, fuck a Super Bowl. We got our contract.
We got paid. Yeah, we paid.
And it's like that could be the goal of a lot of these newer athletes. It's not about winning 2, 3, 4 championships and being disciplined. And, bro, to win a championship, the whole team, you may have 1 or 2 guys that it's like, someone like Rodman that's had to be out in the club. Had to be. That's how he operated.
Yeah.
But when he got on the court, he was a beast.
Yep.
But he couldn't, do everything the right way.
Yeah.
He had to be a crazy fuck.
Yeah.
that was made him on the court. You know what I mean?
Have,
so you can have those 1 or 2 guys that are under. You can't have a whole bunch of guys like that. You need to have most of the team has to be, yo, bro, go to the club. Nah, I got a game tomorrow.
Yes.
Oh, go to the club. You know what? I don't have a game tomorrow. It's my day off, but I'm gonna be at the gym at 5 a.m. I'm gonna be working out. I'm gonna go home. I'm gonna chill. I'm gonna eat. Come back at 2:00. Have a shoot around. Go home. Chill with the family. Eat. Come back at 8:00.
Do shoot arounds and all that, bro. Why are you like this? And the thing that was like, why is this younger player calling you out? You've been in the league too long. You're a vet. You're a vet at this point. You doing young shit. Like, I'm like,
that's a good point to bring up. That Maxie's younger than him, and he has that mentality.
Maxie's like, yo, bro. and the worst thing about it is, like, I like Gil and was talking to Kenya. You've lost so much. There's no point in like winning because you're gonna get a top round draft. Yeah. So it's like you don't want to play too well, and then you get out of the top 5. So it's like you can't really. The season's kind of lost because it's like, yo, you're not gonna go on a 10-game win streak. No one's around. The B don't play back-to-backs. So the 76ers are really in a rough spot, and it's like next year you might think about trading someone. Like, you just got Paul George, you probably gonna trade him. I remember 6 fans like, yo, we got Paul George, the missing piece. I was like, bro, which Paul George team got to get there? And I told him, he's hurt mostly every season anyway. So now you got 2 players that are hurt, and now the one person who never gets hurt is hurt. Sixers fans, listen, y'all deserve this because y'all have been annoying because you got the Eagles winning, so y'all have been obnoxious. So I think this has kind of humbled you guys.
I don't want the Sixers to win because they'll be, what the fuck they did, the Eagles, they're eating horse shit. God. That is the crazy, bro. The Philadelphia fan base is like voted the worst fan base.
Awful people, bro. Awful people.
Worse than Boston? That's crazy.
Boston fans are worse for a different reason. Yeah. But anyway, moving on. We got our favorite segment of the day. We got pepper takes. Man, we gotta get that pepper soup, but that's on me. It was just, we had work today, so like it's a late show, but we still going on.
We usually do the morning, but
first one, Kendrick just released the album. We were talking about it off air on the group chat. You said you liked it. I haven't listened to it yet, but I've been hearing really good things about it.
I give it a 7 out of 10 first listen.
Okay, that's fair.
But it takes a while for you to ingest the album. Like, it takes like a lot of times, like the newer albums and newer cats, I try not to be like, oh, their album sucked because I never heard it, and that's why I would try and hear it the first time, and I'm like, I don't like it.
Yeah.
But I know, like, I don't have to listen to it more than once, so I don't really judge it, even though me personally, albums aren't the same anymore.
Yeah.
But first listen, I give it a 7 out of 10.
You gotta do your second listen through.
Yeah, I think that I don't know. I came from an era where, I came from an era where, like, if you were number 1, right, you're dropping heat.
Bangers.
Bangers.
Mm-hmm.
Like, your album drop, that shit has, like, out of fucking 18 tracks, there's, like, 8 bangers on there. You know what I'm saying? And I think Kendrick has gotten to a space where he's not focused on bangers. He's just focused on making the music he likes.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like when you come that big, you could do that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, I feel like someone who was like that was Kanye.
Yeah,
we want to hear College Dropout 8 albums in a row. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You want to hear Late Registration 8 albums in a row.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And it's not that.
Mm-hmm.
You can see with every album, Kanye had a whole different feel to it.
Yes.
The first one was the soul samples.
Yes.
The second one was, he brought a guy in, John Bryan, to play certain chords and bass, and he had a lot of the songs would end and it'll be like a fucking chorus off, and he had a whole shit. Then third was Graduation, where he said that, I went to a stadium and I didn't have stadium music, so he made his album like a stadium album. and I think Kendrick's on that wave. You hear Pimp a Butterfly, Good Kid, Mad City, to Damn, to Mr. Morale. It's all different.
Mm-hmm.
Even this one is different. All that, you know what I'm saying? Like the new one sounds like an updated West Coast sounding album.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's really like, and what I like about Kendrick too is that his videos set the mood. That's also with the album.
Okay.
So if you see like the video he dropped, the snippet, it's very futuristic looking.
Okay.
Like he has the older car, but the space is black and white, but then the place looks clean.
I saw
the snippet of that. It's like he's in a fucking spaceship or some shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and
I get it.
I feel like he's doing that, and I think this beef opened that up. Now with DJ Mustard making that hit, we may have a new combo now.
Okay.
Because most likely the best song on this one is Turn the TV Off.
Yeah, I've been
That's
hearing,
the one that everybody's kind of like gravitating to.
Yeah.
And Mustard kind of
now everyone's
has that futuristic sound. Has a futuristic sonic West Coast sounding. It's not what West Coast was with a lot of G-funk.
Yes.
So there's not a big West Coast sound now. So I guess Kendrick's like trying to maybe move into that space with this album. So I liked it. Like I like those, like Blow the Whistle. Like that's one of my favorite beats of fucking all time. Believe it or not, you know what I mean? Like the beat, like boom, 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 boom. Like I like that Bay West Coast sound. You know
that's definitely not anything about. I didn't even think about it. That's very West Coast. Blow the Whistle. Like, okay, yeah. But that's actually very. You gave her a lot of perspective because, like, on Twitter, everyone liked to bloviate and stuff like that. Everyone's like, "Yo, this is like top album of the year," and I was like, you know what? Let me really ask people. Like, I think too many people are in the moment.
I mean, it is because it's all trash coming out. So yeah, it could be the best album of the year. Everything sucks. You know what I mean? But like I said, I come from an era where like that same year Jay came out and DMS came out.
Yes, that's what I was trying to say. I was like,
I don't know, Noriega came out and Mace came out. And
yeah.
This is all this sometimes guys you understand. Back in the day, some of these albums came out in the same week.
That's what I'm trying to say. Like
Jay, DMX, and Nas came out the same Tuesday. You're like, what the fuck?
You can't have this much time between the albums. I think that's what just kind of throws me off. Like I was like, yo, he had Not Like Us come out, but then it's like, all right. Back in the day, if a rapper had a good song like that come out, they're coming out. They're coming out with an album. Now it's like, yo, he waited like Not Like Us.
That I don't mind because we're in an era where content is oversaturated.
Yeah, it's a little too much.
And I feel like a lot of artists try to flood you with a lot of music content. Yeah. And it's like you need to switch it up a little bit. Like I think all rappers should learn, and it's hard because it's not easy. Like all rappers should learn how to be, a podcast person or a video person, or you need to have multitask almost in a way, because I just don't want to hear you rap anymore. Like, you know what I mean? And even back in the day, it was like that. Like, yeah, you had Method Man and Redman. They were fucking fire, but then they were funny.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Believe it or not, a big reason why Eminem got as big as he did, you could say he was white, you could say lyrically he was nasty, but it was TRL.
Yeah. Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
It was TRL that put his shit on.
Yeah. Oh.
And TRL was the biggest music show at the time, and Eminem embraced it.
Yeah.
And Eminem will go on TRL and be like, "Boo!"
Yeah.
Be goofy.
His moments,
and fuck around with Carson Daly and do that shit.
It resonated. Yeah.
It resonated to where it's like, oh, this dude's funny. Like, there's not a lot of funny rappers. A lot of rappers want to be tough.
And
all this shit, and just put a comedic spin on it.
Yeah.
And I think that that is where hip hop is lacking. Like a lot of these artists aren't personalities.
Yeah.
They're very microwavable.
Yeah.
Like, okay, it's like me taking a mannequin, right? And going, okay, here's a shirt, here's a Mary, here's some fucking nice jeans and some Jordans and a big ass chain and a hat, and go out there and rap. You know what I mean? And you just, okay, next mannequin, and you put the same shit on them, and go out there and rap. And then no one is being groomed to be like, listen, bro, like some of them already the media trained.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like they're on Twitter wilding out, and you're like, why are you saying that?
You can't say stuff like that. Like you don't have no PR people. They have like as much as I know he's another. I love Future, but I'm not putting Future on everything because I don't know what he's gonna go out there and say. Like you gotta worry about, especially those younger rappers. They're even wilder. If Future is someone where I'm like, those other rappers, I'm not even.
Future don't even talk, so you didn't want to interview him.
Exactly, you're boring. So like now it's like that's what I think. They get mad. Like I know that him and Kendrick are beefing, but they get mad at people like Drake. But I'm like, one thing you'll give Drake, he's marketable. He'll be on SNL, he'll host it. He does segments. I'm like, he
did the All-Star game with Will Ferrell and the skits with him.
Yes, I'm like, even remember the music video with Drewski where he's like running the routes and stuff like. I was like, not a lot of rappers know how to put it all together, so that's why they get kind of like you're saying, they get lost. They're just one dimensional. It's like I just want to rap. Yeah, that's cool. But you're in the entertainment business at the end of the day. You gotta understand.
I tell every, like, when I used to like try and like help a lot of artists, and whatever, people are just lazy, so it didn't work out. But like, I told one guy, right? He was nice. He was coming here. We're making music, whatever. And I said, bro, like, what's your name? He said, oh, my name is this, whatever. I said, okay. When they say your name, what do they think of? Like, when you say Nas, what do you think of? You think of some guy who's reclusive, knowledgeable, who's going to speak, about Black Power and facts and real hip hop shit. What do you think about Jay? Jay's lyrical. Jay's also a businessman. Blah, blah, blah. What about DMX? Oh, he's a crazy hood dude. And what comes to mind when I mention you? What comes to mind when you say Offset? I don't know.
No.
What? So I give Kendrick this, that when you say what Kendrick Lamar, you know what that name means, what comes behind it, what you're getting. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Him putting out the hit diss record and waiting for the album to come out months later. Yeah. That's a Kendrick thing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just who he is.
Yeah.
He's not an industry dude. He's not always on the thing. Like, remember he had that burner account that came out of nowhere? It was a burner Instagram somebody just bumped into, and it was him on vacation, him with his diss. They're like, what the fuck? He's so fucking psycho with that shit. Like, he's gonna find different ways to kind of put his shit out there. You know what I mean? So, not saying go that route as an artist, but I like that Kendrick goes that route. You know what I'm saying?
He found his shit.
Yeah, he found his niche. And he's this generation's best rapper. You know what I'm saying? Hands down. Like, he proved it. He took out Kendrick and Cole, who were trying to be mentioned with him. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? He drops one of the best records of all time. He drops an album that people are all fucking with. Yeah. You know, right now, like, he's doing it. You know what I mean? And I appreciate it because he's keeping hip hop alive to a certain extent. It's like on his deathbed, and our last guy is he was saying on Turn TV Off, like, someone got to do it. So but someone got to do it. He was saying some shit like that. I forgot the lyrics, but he was saying someone got to do it, and it's like, yeah, someone got to do it. Like, if these motherfuckers ain't doing hip hop shit and they don't got that love for it, that passion for it, a lot of them don't. That's like, true. Listen, does Drake have passion for the game? Yeah, but totally on a money base.
He's a different animal.
J. Cole, he's totally has passion for it, but to what extent? Because the extent ended when conflict came.
Yep.
And that's part of it. Yeah. If you're in hip hop,
it's always
that's part of it. You have to defend your spot to a certain extent. When Pusha T dissed Jim Jones, even Jim Jones came back. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Even Jim Jones knows to a certain extent, like, I gotta defend my spot.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And Kendrick gets all of that. Yep. I have to defend my spot. I have to be lyrically nice. I have to put out hits. I have to. He checks all the boxes. Right. He's a Pulitzer Prize winner. Yeah. He got 17 Grammys. To Pimp a Butterfly. 4 albums. Only 4 hip hop albums have been in the Harvard Library. His album was one of them. These are accolades that no one has gotten in hip hop history. You know what I'm saying? Wow, and you can't, like, his legacy is already solidified.
Yeah, he's good.
And I feel like his legacy was already solidified, but that Drake slaughtering, like, it stamped it. Yeah. Like, that's it. Yep. He's the man right now, and I hope other artists could.
They can't do it though.
Look at him as inspiration. Listen,
they're not going to.
What people do, they follow the best.
Mm-hmm.
It was the other day because a report came out that the NBA is losing viewership.
Yep.
And it goes back to what I was saying one time when I talked with Kofi when we talked about Kendrick getting the halftime show. At the end of the day, whatever genre you're doing, wrestling, music, football, anything, you have to pay homage to the older dudes, and you have to like the foundation.
Yes.
What you do with anything that's built up, you build on top of the foundation.
Yes. Yeah.
And that's what makes it stronger.
You don't break the foundation.
You don't destroy the foundation. Mm-hmm. You don't.
No.
You know what I'm saying? To me, unless it has to.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Fine. That's like baseball. I destroy the foundation of baseball. Sometimes.
But like the pitch count.
Yes.
Cool.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like shit like that is cool. You know what I mean? I don't have replay in football.
Yes.
That's fine.
Yes.
You could restructure some spots, but you can't just totally disregard. What it was, and that's what the NBA is suffering, and to go into load management.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I know Pop started that, but that's a big thing.
Yeah.
And what a lot of people did with the NBA is now, guess who they followed? They followed LeBron.
Yeah.
When Jordan was the best, everybody followed Jordan. Stay on one team.
Yep.
Hold it down. Get as many rings as you can with one team. Everybody after Jordan was trying to do that.
Mm-hmm.
LeBron came in and made himself a brand. You know, Jordan was a brand.
Yeah.
LeBron made his brand. I'm a player.
Yeah.
We have rights too.
Yep.
And I'm gonna exercise them. And now you go to something like what was big in the NBA was the dunk contest.
Yes.
LeBron hasn't done one dunk contest. Not one. Kobe did one.
Yeah, Kobe did do one.
You haven't done one dunk contest. Guess what? Why should I do a dunk contest?
The dunk contest is dead.
Hey, LeBron ain't doing it. He's the GOAT.
The dunk contest.
Why am I doing it?
The dunk contest is dead.
So now the dunk contest is completely dead.
Yeah.
Why is John Morant not in it? Why is Anthony Edwards not in it? Why these guys aren't in it?
Yeah, man. This is
because LeBron didn't do it, and hey, he's considered the GOAT. That don't mean shit. Jordan did how many? 5?
Yeah, he did a lot.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's. And I hope that what comes out of this is that now that Kendrick's in the forefront, you will have young cats going, that's how I should do it. Look how he's doing it. That's how I should do it. And I hope that that's what his album does. I hope that's what Kendrick does because that's what we need. There's young cats out there that do rap like Kendrick. Like you would be the 22, 21-year-old that's like on some conscious shit, ripping it directly and being real. Yeah. But those guys aren't prevalent.
Yeah,
you need more.
It's
you need more.
You know, people that it's lane rap. Like I don't want to have to think with it. So, you know, congrats to Kendrick. I'm happy that he got the album out. He's still doing the halftime show and all that type of stuff. So, we're gonna move on. Denzel's been on a tear because his new movie Gladiator 2 is coming out, which I want to go see. It looks great. He said that the director of Black Panther 3 wants him on, and then he admitted,
I thought you would never do a Marvel movie, right?
That Marvel money look different. Like I'm trying to tell you people.
Plus cool as
dude. Yeah. So and he admits to doing shooting up dope. I'm like, so
we have to know that.
But I think he's at that age where he's like, yeah, you know, let me.
You could be antsy now.
Yeah, he's like,
because why even? I wouldn't even. Why? like today, right? I was Skip Bayless did an interview with on the Smoke podcast, right? So he's telling the story of how Larry Bird went into the locker room. Was like, "Who's gonna be number 2?" Right? And he goes, "Oh, well, what nobody doesn't know is that he was the only white guy in the 3-point contest." So he said, "Which one of you N-words are coming in second place?" And I'm like, Skip. I mean, I get it why you said it because it's like, oh shit.
It's a take, yeah.
But why? Why? No one's ever said that part of the story. For 20, 30 years, not one player ever mentioned that part of the story.
That's Skip, man.
And I'm like, why?
That's Skip. He's always looking for that take, man.
Why? And it was crazy is that, believe it or not, Skip, like, on his Twitter, I go on his Twitter now, he's got like 12 retweets, and like he's got hit.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I haven't even seen this clip go viral yet. So I'm like, hopefully that's what it is. That no one gives a fuck what Skip gotta say, so they're like, whatever. But I'm like, if that shit goes viral, that could hurt Larry Bird. Like, so why I mention it? And the same thing with Denzel. Why are you mentioning you took dope? 40? Why?
He's still one of the greatest actors of all time, bro. Like, you
can't keep that to yourself. I don't want to know about that.
I get it. It's like, yo, I'm like, bro, I don't really give a shit, bro. Like, you still, like, yo, maybe you was going through something like that. I don't know. People going through weird. But back to that Skip thing. I know this is off topic, but I love Skip. But I'm like, who I'm really, really proud of that I know a lot of people don't give him credit? Coward.
Yeah.
You see how Coward's built a brand, got the volume. Yeah. I didn't even know Jeff T's program is under Colin's shit.
Oh wow. But Draymond, right?
Yeah. I was like, Skip, that could have been you. But you're always it's like, bro, just like you see, like that tape. You always looking to defame people, like, bro, just calm it down a little bit, bro. You could have been doing the volume and shit like that. You found most of these people. Yeah. You could have had Draymond on. But he
was the first one to put on Steven Jackson.
Exactly. You could have had all those people, but you took
Rob Parker. He put all them dudes on, bro.
Now Colin gets all the credit because Nick Wright's succeeding. This person succeeded. Shannon Sharp's succeeding, and they're all underneath the volume. Even Club Shay Shay, that's under the volume. So I'm like, bro. You see what happens sometimes when you're too combative. You can be combative, but when you're too combative, you kind of start losing. But it's that old mindset where it's like, yo, I just got to say everything that's on my mind. No, we don't. Denzel, we don't need to know that. Keep some shit to yourself. Yeah. Just be like, yo, you know what I could take him? Man, back in my young day, I did a lot of crazy shit. That's it. Fine right there and there, bro.
Leave us thinking.
Like, what the fuck was Denzel doing? Now you just telling us you shooting, bro. What? So Dopehead's gonna be like, yo, I'm gonna do this shit even more. Denzel did this shit. I'm gonna do this shit. No. That's not how that works.
Yo, every audition now, but
I'm gonna take dope. I'm gonna take some dope, bro. That's not what he said. He submitted it one time.
Oh, but see, I think sometimes I'm not calling Denzel full of shit, but I never heard anybody taking dope and being like, it wasn't for me. Like
what?
Most of the time when they take dope, they're hooked on it.
Yeah, especially in Hollywood.
Like who's Denzel RoboCop? Like he just fucking took the dope.
Nah, I took it one time. Yeah. It was my thing, bro. I overcame all the.
I still cracked once, but
it didn't
I was
like,
it
didn't matter.
It's alright.
Bro, you seen what happened to people like Whitney Houston, Ray Charles. No motherfucker. It took Ray Charles years to get off of that type of shit, bro. Come on, Denzel, don't do me like that. Like, I get it. Yeah. I get it. You trying to be cool now because like you older. He's like my career. He didn't say his career.
And I heard he kissed a guy.
In the movie. Yeah, he said.
I'm like, yo, Denzel's acting out of pocket right now.
He don't do anything.
Because I feel like back in the day he would have been like, nah, I ain't doing that.
Yeah.
Nah, I ain't doing Marvel movies. Yeah. I'll be a Black Panther.
It's like, yo, how many mil?
Yeah.
I might be able to do Black Panther 3, but let me do my own role. Like, I feel like he's at that point where he can do what the fuck he wants, but don't tell us this shit no more. Like, I don't want to hear about no actors' old life. We understand it's Hollywood. Y'all been doing crazy shit for fucking years. No one cares.
But yeah, I mean Denzel. He's Denzel, man.
He's Denzel fucking Washington, bro. Like, you gotta do what the fuck you want.
Yeah, they ain't gonna hurt him.
No.
Like, and I saw people defending him too on Twitter, like, oh, come on, man, keep it real though, man.
We don't need that. We don't need that. Keep it real to yourself. Like, how about that? I think we're at the point in the world where we should know at least a little bit less about each other, and I think we'll be better. I think we'll be in a better world.
But yeah, man, that's it. That's a lot of pepper take, right?
Yeah, we'll see you guys next week. We're trying to do this every Saturday, so
yeah. Hopefully, my boss talking about closing down Sundays.
Okay.
So hopefully we could start
doing some
podcasting before
the games.
Yep. That'd just be dope to do. But yo, appreciate y'all. We did a late one today. We had 24 people in here the whole time.
That's dope.
Dope. So yo, we'll see y'all next week, man.
See ya.